She is excited to be here.
Well, just a single entry here in our Shorthorn Plus heifer show. February heifers out here in front of us. I think really a nice pen of heifers. Heifers that kind of are dark red. They're real uniform in terms of their type. Again, heifers that are sound in terms of their structure. Maybe like to give this one heifer on this end just a little more body to kind of fit the other ones, but I think really high quality heifers. You look at they're minus birth weight cattle that look like they have some cavities and some maternal in them. Again, just a nice pen to be your class winner in this class. Congratulations.
Congratulations to Sod House Cattle on their class winners here in class number 2 of the Shorthorn Plus Heifer Show. While we're getting those heifers wrangled up and caught, we'll bring back our entries from class number 1 to compete for the overall to select our champion Pen of 3 Shorthorn Plus Heifer Show here at the Cattlemen's Congress. Coming back from class 1, we have our class winner from Pearl Valley Shorthorns, Valley City, North Dakota. And the second place in that class was Lazy Bar F Shorthorns of Chickasha, Oklahoma. And the heifers that just were our winners of class number 2 that will be coming back from Sod House Cattle of Brewster, Kansas.
Well, I think we got three really nice pens of Shorthorn Plus heifers out here buying for champion and reserve. Unfortunately, we're going to use two, but before we go any further, if you would, just give them all a round of applause for a nice set of cattle. I'll be the first one to admit, I guess I'm not going to travel halfway across the country and try to dictate to somebody else what kind of cattle they need to breed or what they can market in their area or what fits their program. I guess to me, I just try to evaluate the cattle and keep them sound and keep some structure and some doability into them. And I think all three of these pins have sure got a lot of quality to them. Again, probably a little differences in the pins and where you put your priorities and where you put your emphasis. I think you could make a case to use any one of these three pins out here to fit a program. And if that program fits your area and your market, I guess I sure couldn't argue with you. But again, a lot of quality. I think when we got our two class winners back out here, the heifers that won that first class to me just are kind of overpowering just in terms of weight per day of age and performance. They're heifers that have got some rib and got some doability and got some flexibility to them. I just think high quality females that have a lot of maternal potential and a lot of quality to them. The second pin or the one the second class, again, really good quality cattle. Probably give up a little just in terms of overall performance. As we looked at their paperwork in class, definitely Cavanese bred cattle. I think that has a lot of importance in a lot of areas, and if that fits your program a little bit better, I sure couldn't argue with you. But today we're going to go ahead and use the big heifers that won the first class. They'll be champion, and I'm going to follow with these younger heifers that got a lot of quality to them. As I said, I think there's a couple outstanding show prospects in there that people have a lot of fun with. You'll be reserved. Congratulations. Nice cattle.
Congratulations to Pearl Valley Shorthorns, Valley City, North Dakota, on their champion Shorthorn Plus Pen of 3 heifers. And also congratulations to our reserve champion Pen of 3 heifers, exhibited by Lazy Bar F Shorthorns, right here from the home team, Chickasha, Oklahoma. Both of those pens you'll be able to purchase the opportunity to take your pick tonight at the Summit sale, 6 o'clock in the sale arena. We look forward to having you there. We'll take a quick picture break with our champions, and then we'll come back and do the Purebred Pen of 3 heifer show. Well, Judge Thomas has come back from his photo session at the backdrop, so we will move into our next division, which will be our Purebred Shorthorn Pen of 3 heifer show. Class number 3 in your programs, if you're following along, we're still on page 1. Class number 3, the spring heifer calves born March the 1st or after in 2022. 4 entries in this class. We have 4 entries in the spring heifer calves of the Purebred show. The first entry will be coming to us from Lazy Bar F Shorthorns of Chickasha, Oklahoma. The first heifer we will see from this pen is going to be number 2677B. 2677B is the first heifer in the Lazy Bar F pen. This group of females' average date of birth is June the 22nd, average weight of 674, and a WDA of 3.40. Just like their reserve champion pen of Shorthorn Plus heifers, pick of the pen will be offered tonight at the summit sale on this pen of 3 purebred heifers as well. If you need an athlete, check this one out. The next female in this pen is going to be 2832, 2832. She was born June the 28th, weighed in at 638 pounds. Lazy Bar F Shorthorns is owned by Don Ferguson and his family, located right here in Oklahoma, the town of Chickasha. They've been members of the American Shorthorn Association for almost 20 years now, running about 150 head of females, and each April they host the Red Dirt Treasures Sale. Their pen is located with all our other pens out in the covered arena, and they'd love to visit with you this afternoon after the show. Final heifer in this group is 2612, 2612. Heifer born June the 15th, weighs 730. Once again, the average date of birth on this group is June the 22nd. Average check-in weight of 674, which equates to a WDA of 3.40. This again is the first entry in class number 3, purebred pen of 3 spring heifer calves exhibited by Lazy Bar F Shorthorns. The next entry in class number 3 will come to us from Moffett Stock Farm of Indianola, Iowa. The first heifer in this class, in this pen, is going to be number 240, born April the 16th, weighed in at 740 pounds. The Moffett family began raising shorthorn cattle near Ackworth, Iowa in 1879. In the 1950s, a formal partnership was formed under the name Moffett Stock Farm. Caitlin and her two brothers, Benjamin and Bryce, are the children of Kurt and Cynthia Moffett and represent the 7th generation of Moffetts to raise shorthorns near Ackworth, Iowa. The Moffett family has enjoyed showing their shorthorn cattle, and the kids' favorite show of the year is always the National Junior Shorthorn Show. Moffett Stock Farm consists of a purebred shorthorn cow herd as well as a commercial herd. The calves not used as replacements are retained and fed out to finish weight, and all calves raised on the farm are shorthorn influenced. The Moffetts have recently begun partnering with local restaurant to provide great tasting, locally grown prime beef. In addition to cattle, the Moffetts also raise corn, soybeans, and hay. They provide custom farming and spraying, and also an excavating and field tile business. The next heifer in their entry should be number 244. This heifer was born April the 17th, weighed in at 776 pounds. The average date of birth on this group is April the 16th. Average weight 776, which computes to a WDA of 2.92. And the third heifer in their pen will be number 245. She was born April the 17th, weighed 811 pounds. Once again, this entry comes to us from the Moffett family, Indianola, Iowa. Been raising shorthorn cattle since 1879 and a 7th generation family operation. How awesome is that, folks? You keep it going for 7 generations. Yeah, give them a hand. That's awesome. You don't see that very often. That's what, 144 years? That's close enough. That's pretty close to right. Entry number 3 in this class will come to us from Peakview Ranch of Fowler, Colorado. Their first heifer that they'll be bringing to us should be number 2214. 2214. She weighed 682, born April the 18th. Peakview Ranch is located in southeast Colorado and has been raising, recording, and performance testing shorthorn and shorthorn composite cattle for over 45 years. Peakview Ranch has been recognized multiple times as a Century Club member. They have competed in multiple feedlot trials, heifer development programs, female genomic projects, efficiency testing, annual ultrasound collection, fescue genomic projects, bull development programs, and whole herd reporting through the ASA. They produce champions at the local, state, and national levels. And they have also provided steers for the National Western Stock Show's Catch a Calf program. Besides participating in the Leveldale investment sale, they consign cattle to national sale events and sell elite show heifers private treaty and host a bull sale annually. Visitors and inquiries are always welcomed at Peakview Ranch. The second heifer in the Peakview entry should be 2211. Heifer was born April the 14th and weighed in at 710 pounds. Average date of birth on this pen would be April the 13th. Average weight of 682. An average WDA of 2.55. As we mentioned in the bio, the Leones in Peakview Ranch consigned to our national sale events, and they have done so again this year. They have offered pick of this heifer pen tonight at the Summit sale. So after the show, be sure to go check these heifers out and visit with the Leone family as they're offering pick of this group tonight at the Summit sale at 6 o'clock. We look forward to seeing each and every one of you there tonight. The third heifer in this entry will be number 2209, born April the 13th, weighed in at 654 pounds. For those who might be interested in this lot in the Summit sale, this heifer is lot 16C. Pick of the pens is lot 16, and she is the C entry. So we welcome back the remainder of the heifers from the Peakview Ranch Pen of 3 entry here in our Purebred Pen of 3 heifer show. Peakview's first time exhibitor in the pen show here at the Cattlemen's Congress this year. And they brought you this pen of heifers and offered you choice tonight at the national sale. Our fourth and final entry in class number 3, the spring heifer calf class, will be coming to us from Pearl Valley Shorthorns of Valley City, North Dakota. The first heifer in their pen should be K187. Pearl Valley is a family-run operation just north of Valley City, North Dakota, raising purebred and also Shorthorn Simmental composite cattle. The herd is managed for superior maternal traits, docility, and low maintenance. Cattle are consigned annually to the Durham Nation sale in Catherine, North Dakota, and pick of the pen is once again offered tonight at the Summit sale. They're offering the pick on earlier their Shorthorn Plus heifers and also these purebreds. You will have the opportunity to take your pick of the group. Females are also available private treaty off the farm. This is heifer K187, born March the 25th, weighed 692. She will be lot 12B in the Summit sale, 12B. The next heifer in this pen will be K95. Female was born March the 7th, weighed in at 686. Average date of birth of this group was March the 22nd, average weight of 703, and an average WDA of 2.43. The pin data, the rest of the group can be found there in the program or up on the screen above our announcer stand. If you need to get up and stretch your legs, be sure to head over to the Super Barn and find the Shorthorn booth. We've got plenty of Shorthorn merchandise available with vests, shirts, hats, sweatshirts. You can also still purchase one of those commemorative, the special 150th anniversary book. And there's still a handful of the 150th anniversary C.J. Brown prints available if you haven't gotten your hands on one of those yet. If you're a little late on a Christmas present, that might be a good way to make up for being late if you get one of those for your Shorthorn enthusiast in your family. And our final heifer in this pen will be 230K. She was born April the 5th and weighs 732. Part of the pen from Pearl Valley Shorthorns, Valley City, North Dakota. This female will be lot 12A in tonight's Summit sale as they offer pick of this pen, 12A. Also over at the Shorthorn booth, they are selling 50-50 raffle tickets. The raffle will be drawn during the Junior National next summer, or this summer, in Des Moines, and anyone can win. Don't have to be present to win. The winner will receive 50% of the pot, and the other 50% will benefit the Shorthorn Youth Development Fund and the National Junior Shorthorn Show. Tickets are $20, $20 ticket. Pot will be pretty substantial by the end of June, and so head on over to the Shorthorn booth, buy you a hat, buy you a lottery ticket, raffle ticket. Your chances are better on the 50-50 than they are the Powerball, so head on over to the Super Barn and get in on that. This is the Pen of 3 Spring Heifer Calf entry from Pearl Valley Shorthorns, Valley City, North Dakota. This is lot 12 in tonight's Summit sale. As we move these heifers over and get them haltered, we will invite back our other entries in this class for our selection and placing of class number 3, our purebred shorthorn pen of 3 spring heifer calves. We'll be looking for our entry from Lazy Bar F Shorthorn of Chickasha, Oklahoma, Moffett Stock Farm, Indianola, Iowa, Peak View Ranch, Fowler, Colorado, and Pearl Valley Shorthorns of Valley City, North Dakota. Class 4 will be next. Senior yearling females, we have 1 entry in that class. As we get these females back out to judge this competitive class, the man that has the tough decision to make is our judge today, Mr. Troy Thomas of Harold, South Dakota. He and his family are the 4th generation to operate Thomas Ranch. They raise Charolais, Angus, Red Angus, and Simmental cattle. They market 400 bulls annually. Troy has judged shows all across the country, and including Mexico and Canada. And he and his family have been fortunate enough to raise and show national champions in all 4 of the breeds that they raise. We appreciate Troy joining us here in Oklahoma City today at the Cattlemen's Congress, and appreciate his time and expertise as he evaluates our pen show here this morning and afternoon.
Well, really an outstanding class here to start off our purebred heifer show. I think just a lot of quality from top to bottom in all four of these pens. Cattle that I guess to me probably indicate the breeding programs that we're looking at, cattle that fit their environment and fit their market. And again, I think really an interesting class to look at with a lot of quality, a challenging class to place because I think there's some good in all four of these pens. And again, as I said before, depending on where your preference is, I think you could probably make a case for any one of these four pens. But I'll kind of go through them here a little bit and just tell you what I see, and then we'll kind of pull them out here and place them here at the end. First pen that came in, again, just a lot of quality in these cattle, cattle that have some eye appeal and some look to them. I think we've got a couple heifers in there that, again, just have a tremendous amount of potential as far as show ring and junior projects, but cattle that are sound and functional, and cattle, when you kind of look at them, they're the youngest ones out here by quite a bit. They have an advantage in terms of weight per day of age. They kind of have a disadvantage just in terms of maturity. And when you study their numbers, they probably don't have the growth indicators that we see in some of the other pens out here. But again, I think a lot of quality in this young pen of heifers, and ones that sure have a lot of good to them. Big stout performance heifers here. This next group, cattle probably just a little bigger framed. They're big-bodied cattle. They're cattle that have some muscle and some performance, and sure, I mean, have some WDA in them. They don't have the WDA we saw in that first pen, but they're quite a bit older, and so that takes away from that. But again, I think cattle that sure have some good to them, have some muscle and some rib and some volume and some doability. They're sound in terms of their structure. I like their dark red color. They're real uniform when you kind of study them out here as a group. And again, I think cattle, you study them on paper, they do have just a little bit more birth weight. They do have really exceptional growth numbers. Again, probably as you look at them, I mean, cattle that have some ribeye, have some marbling to them, I think just good functional cattle. Third pen that comes out here, I guess they've got an individual in there that hits me pretty hard. I think it's got a tremendous amount of quality to her. Nice group of heifers from end to end. They're moderate frame cattle. They're cattle that have some rib, have some muscle, still combine a lot of look, and just kind of a nice uniform pen. They are a set, when you look at their paperwork, probably excel in terms of growth. When you look at the rest of the pens out here, I maybe wouldn't see that because they are a little more moderate, but ideally, I guess if we can do that in a moderate package and still have those growth indicators, you really have to appreciate that about them. But really nice, high-quality pen. I think it has an awful lot of good to them. Pen that came in here fourth, another pen that I like very much. Again, cattle that have some rib and some muscle and some doability to them. That first heifer that came in that pen really intrigues me. She's a little more moderate maybe than I'd consider ideal, but she has got a tremendous amount of muscle and rib and power to her. I think that female, in terms of a breeding piece, really intrigues me. But again, a nice group of heifers, and again, just a lot of quality. If you would give them a round of applause, I'm just going to pull them out here the way I like them here in this class.
Congratulations to Peakview Ranch, our class winners here in class number 3. Our second place in this class will go to Pearl Valley Shorthorns. Third to Moffett Stock Farm. And fourth to Lazy Bar F Shorthorns. Let's give all these exhibitors a nice hand. This is a dozen nice heifer calves out here in the ring for the Shorthorn breed. Our next class will be number 4, Pen of 3 Senior Yearling Females. We have one entry in this class from Walkeroo Farms, Rensselaer, Indiana. The first heifer in the class will be number 1030. She was born February 11th of 21, weighed in at 1365. Walkeroo Farms is a diversified family farming operation that began using registered shorthorn bulls prior to 1902. Based in northwest Indiana, the cow herd grazes sandhills and marsh ground not suitable for cropping during the growing season and relies strictly on corn stalks and other crop residues for their winter feed supply. Walkeroo is owned and operated by the Jordan family, with Jody and Toby Jordan and their children all here in Oklahoma City. Barry and Anita are back home, likely tuned in to watch the family show here, and brother Mark is taking care of the operation. Second heifer in will be 1075. This heifer was born March the 6th and weighs 1413. Walkeroo genetics can be found working in 43 states, 7 Canadian provinces, and 10 additional foreign countries. This pen of heifers, like many of our others today, will be offered pick of the pen tonight at the summit sale. This set of heifers will be lot number 11 in your book, and this particular female is going to be 11B. She is 11B. And the final heifer in this group is 1068. Female born March the 2nd, weighed 1425. The average date of birth of this pen was February the 25th, 2021. Average weight of 1401. Walkeroo has multiple marketing events each year. On March the 18th, they will host the Gathering 2023, where 60 purebred bulls and 50 heifers will be offered. The annual bred female sale is planned for next November. The entire team of Walkeroo pen bulls are priced and ready to sell private treaty after the show. Everyone is invited to pin 6047 in the South Covered Arena following the bull show for Walkeroo's annual yard party with calf fries, chili, and refreshments. This is your entry, and it will be class winner here in class number 4 from Walkeroo Farms. Will be lot 11 in tonight's summit sale.
Really a nice group of these bred heifers here to finish up our pen show in the purebred division. I think a set of heifers you really have to appreciate a lot of things about. Heifers that sure have some quality to them, have some rib, have some muscle, have some uniformity for big heifers this age and this close to calving, and still have them look as fresh and as youthful and as complete as they do. I think we got one heifer in here that to me just really is an outstanding individual. I guess if you give me a chance to pick out of this pen, I know which one I'll probably take. But a nice group of heifers. Again, this is a challenge to get them to this point and have them look this way, and an awful nice representation here for our bred heifer group. Congratulations.
Congratulations to Walkeroo Farms with their champion Pen of 3 senior females. We will let them get their heifers situated, and we will welcome back the heifers from class number 3 to compete for our overall grand champion Pen of 3 Shorthorn heifers. From our first class, our class winner came to us from Peakview Ranch, Fowler, Colorado. And the second place in that class was from Pearl Valley Shorthorns of Valley City, North Dakota. Those two pens will be in contention along with the entry from Walkaroo Farms out of class number 4 for our overall champion Pen of 3 heifers here in the Purebred Shorthorn division. After we make this selection here in the heifer show, we will be presenting our 2023 Cattlemen's Congress Show honoree. You will certainly want to hang around for that presentation as we recognize a worthy Shorthorn family for all they've done for the breed as the honorees for our 2023 show. And following that, we will move right into the Purebred Pen of 5 Bull Show. Don't forget sometime today to stop by the Shorthorn booth over in the Super Barn. We've got plenty of Shorthorn merchandise available for purchase. If you need some good reading material, we have several copies of the 150th anniversary book. If you need some good artwork, we've still got a few copies of that C.J. Brown print available, the 150th commemorative print. We're also selling 50/50 raffle tickets to benefit the Shorthorn Youth Development Fund and the National Junior Shorthorn Show. So make sure to stop over there at the Shorthorn booth in the Super Barn and check out all the things on offer there. To further beat the dead horse that we have been beating on so far this morning, all 9 of these heifers in the ring right now will be available tonight as picks of the pen in the Summit National Sale. That's at 6 o'clock this evening over in the Super Barn. There'll be a social gathering beforehand, and at 6 o'clock we'll start the national sale. You have the opportunity to purchase any of these heifers standing in the ring right now, as well as several others back in the barn. So once our show's over, head on over to the South Covered Arena, study the stock, and find something to improve your herd.
Well, before we start, if you would just give all these exhibitors a round of applause. This has been a really high-quality show. I guess I thought after that heifer calf class, we kind of got through that, and we had a really good pair of pens to be first and second in there, and then they bring in this set of bred heifers and kind of throws a wrench in the whole game plan that I thought I had going. That set of heifer calves, I guess, in class hit me pretty hard. I think those are really high-quality females. They're cattle that you appreciate the paperwork on them. They've got some performance bred into their pedigrees. They're cattle that have some weight per day of age, but they've got some phenotype. They've got some look. They got some body. They got some muscle. again, I think just a lot of quality. Really uniform pen, I guess, but it is a lot easier to make them uniform when they're this age than when you get them to this age. And I realize that being an exhibitor. This set of bred heifers, I think, are really good. You got a lot of quality. As I said in class, I think that one heifer is outstanding. I wish there was two more like her. It'd make this really easy. But we didn't talk about it in class, but cattle that you really have to appreciate the performance and the paperwork on them. They're low birth weight cattle that have some natural bred-in performance to them. They've got some milk, have some carcass value. Again, just I think a really good pen. There's one heifer that probably I'd like to change the way she's moving a little bit, and you could get critical of her out here today, but again, it's hard to get them to this point and have three of them out here that are bred ready to calve, and I keep thinking about those heifer calves. Are they all going to get bred and come back here and look like that a year from now? And hopefully they are, but there's always those chances too. Heifer calves that were second in that first class, again, a lot of quality. I think heifers that got some rib and some muscle and some doability. You like their soundness, you like their structure, you like their doability. But again, I don't think I can really go wrong out here. It is a tough decision, but I'm going to go ahead and use the heifer calves are going to be champion. The breds will be reserved. Congratulations to all the exhibitors.
Congratulations to Peakview Ranch, Fowler, Colorado, bringing our champion pen of 3 Shorthorn heifers at the 2023 Cattlemen's Congress. And congratulations to Walkeroo Farms, Rensselaer, Indiana, for exhibiting the reserve champion pen. We'll get the ring cleared here. Ask Judge Thomas to head over to the backdrop for a couple pictures. And while we're doing that, we would like to present our 2023 Show Honoree Award here at the Cattlemen's Congress to Richardson Farms Shorthorns, Mr. Sam and Miss Wilma Richardson. When you think of someone in the Shorthorn breed that represents dependability and knowledge of genetics, then Sam and Wilma Richardson of Richardson Farms Shorthorns have to be at the top of your list. They have been members of the ASA since 1965, but Sam's knowledge of the breed goes back to when he started showing Shorthorns at the age of 9, and his family bred and sold the Grand Champion steer over all breeds at the International Livestock Show in Chicago in 1947. They sold that steer to Claude Milwee from Fort Cobb, Oklahoma. Sam and Wilma were high school sweethearts and married in 1955. They have 4 children, Sammy Richardson, Sherry Smith, Sarah Cardoza, and Shelley Ramsey. All of their children exhibited Shorthorns throughout their high school years, but Shelley continued showing all throughout her college years. In her sophomore year of college, she exhibited the Grand Champion bred and owned heifer at the National Junior Shorthorn Show in California, as well as winning the Senior Champion Showman. Their involvement goes well beyond just being a member of the ASA. Sam worked for the Chevron Corporation for 32 years, and Wilma worked for the United Postal Service for 26 years. Their little town of Bray, Oklahoma has benefited from the leadership of Sam for more than 45 years as a member of the town council, and he has served as mayor for more than 40 years. Both have served on various committees and boards throughout their community, but their true service has always been to the Shorthorn family. Sam has served on the Oklahoma Shorthorn Board for many years and many terms, serving as president. Richardson Farms has received the honor of Oklahoma Breeder of the Year. Wilma has been involved with the Lassie Association on the state and national level. She served on the National Lassie Board for 5 years and was recognized as the National Lassie of the Year. She also served as a 4-H leader for 25 years and was recognized as Leader of the Year in 1990. Richardson Farms genetics gained national recognition in the late 80s and early 90s with the introduction of rodeo drive genetics into their herd. This pairing resulted in SR Red Rider Drive, which sold to Leveldale Farms at the Western Livestock Sale in Denver in 1992. The Rodeo Drive genetics also produced SR Crystal Drive, which was exhibited by Shelley and was named Grand Champion bred known at that California Junior National. In recent years, Sam has focused his herd genetics more towards high performance, EPDs, and feedlot performance. His purchase of Walkaroo Gold Card brought outstanding performance to his herd, and the bull was named Performance Sire of the Year. Gold Card's son, SR Gold Band, was recognized as the high indexing and BMI bull of the breed. Those genetics are still setting records at feedlots, gaining the attention of many commercial cattlemen. At the age of 86, both Sam and Wilma are starting to think about slowing down. They enjoy getting to follow their youngest granddaughter to shows, both zipping around on their scooters. Sam's blood will always bleed red, white, and roan, and they will continue to promote the Shorthorn breed. Congratulations to Richardson Farms on being our 2023 show honoree here at the Cattlemen's Congress. Folks, they deserve a round of applause. Okay, here in just a moment, we will kick off our Shorthorn Bull Show. We'll be doing pins of 5 first. We have one entry in class number 5, the Spring Bull calves, calved March 1 or later in 2022. That entry will come to us from Jungle's Shorthorn Farm of Catherine, North Dakota. The first bull in the pen should be 137K. Jungle's Shorthorn Farm is owned by Derek and Brock Jungles and located in Catherine, North Dakota. They've been in the registered Shorthorn business since 1953. They have an annual bull sale, Durham's in the Dakotas, on January 28th this year. They'll have 100 Shorthorn and Shorthorn Plus bulls for offer. JSF has the largest registered Shorthorn operation in the U.S. Annually, they hold the largest Shorthorn bull and female sale on the continent, with Durham's in the Dakotas, as well as the Durham Nation female sale. The herd is focused on calving ease, low maintenance, easy fleshing cattle, can work in a variety of environments. The next bull in the pen will be 164K. 164K. He was born March the 20th, weighs 973. Average date of birth on this group is March the 14th. Average weight of 962. Average WDA of 3.23. These bulls are located in the south covered arena with all of the other Shorthorn pens. You walk in the arena and hang a left, you'll find the Jungles display. Be sure to visit with them after the show. Our third bull in this pen should be 90K. Calf was born March the 6th, weighed 942. The next bull should be 105K. 105K should be next. He was born March the 9th, weighed in at 1016. This is class number 5, pin of 5 spring bull calves, exhibited by Jungle Shorthorn Farms, Catherine, North Dakota. All these bulls you see will be sold at Durham's in the Dakotas on January the 28th. Catalogs will be available in the back. Each bull has his lot number in his ear. So when you make your way back to the barns, you find a lot number you like, you can look him right up and study these bulls. They'll be offered on the 28th. Our final bull is 183K. 183K, born March the 24th, weighed in at 925. As this is the only entry in this class, this will be our class winners here in the Spring Bull Calves, exhibited by Jungle Shorthorn Farm, Derek and Brock Jungles of Catherine, North Dakota.
Well, as we start our Shorthorn Pen Bull Show, a pen of 5 out here are March calves, just a single entry in this class, but sure a deserving winner. I think some really high quality cattle, cattle that have some rib and some muscle and some durability to them. They're cattle that are good in terms of scrotal development. You study their paperwork and their low birth weight cattle that still have some performance and some growth in them. And again, just I think a high quality pen here to represent our first class. Congratulations on a nice set of bulls.
Congratulations to Jungle Shorthorn Farms on that Class 5 Pen of 5 Spring Bull Calves. Next is class number 6, the Pen of 5 Junior Bull Calves. We will be looking for 3 entries in this group. 3 entries in the Junior Bull Calf Pen of 5. The first entry we expect will be from Jungle Shorthorn Farms. First bull should be 49K. Born February 26th, weighing in at 10:16. Average date of birth of this pen is March the 5th, but as we classify our pen classes based on the oldest bull in the pen, they will show as a junior bull calf. The average date of birth is March the 5th, weigh in at 10:23. WDA averages out to 3.33. This is bull 49K in your program. Our second bull should be B116K. B116K. He was born March the 10th, weighs 1,004. It's our entry from Jungle Shorthorn Farms, Catherine, North Dakota. All these bulls will be for sale in the Durhams in the Dakotas event on January the 28th at the ranch there in Catherine, offering 100 Shorthorn and Shorthorn Plus bulls Saturday night, January the 28th. Bull number 3 should be 56K. 56K, born February the 28th, weighed in at 10:43. The average date of birth of this pen is March the 5th, weighs 1023, and WDA of 3.33. If you want to go find these bulls in the South Covered Arena after the show, you walk in, hang a left, and you'll run right into them. Our next bull will be B170K. B170K is next. He was born March the 20th, weighed 1032 at check-in. B170K. Final bull in this pen will be 50K. 50K is next. Born February 26th, weighs 1020. Coming back in is the entirety of our first entry here in class number 6, the Junior Bull Calves, from Jungle Shorthorn Farm, Catherine, North Dakota. Our second entry in class number 6 will come to us from Walkaroo Farms, Rensselaer, Indiana. First bull we're expecting is 2081. 2081. This bull would be born March the 9th, weigh 1099. The average age of this pen of 5 will be February 27th. Average weight of 1066. WDA 3.41. If you don't have a paper program and would like to see the rest of the pin average data, just follow along on the screen above. Walkeroo Farms and the Jordan family of Rensselaer, Indiana, exhibiting this pin. Been involved in the Shorthorn breed for over 100 years. The bulls that are here in Oklahoma City are available private treaty, priced to sell. And they'll also be offering 60 more bulls in the gathering. March the 18th will be the gathering event. Bull number 2 in this pen will be 2070. 2070. Was born March the 6th, weighed 1062 at check-in, 1062. Our third bull will be 2102. 2102. He was born March the 17th, weighed in at 1,002 pounds. Average age of this pen, February the 27th. Average weight, 1066. WDA 3.41. Bull number 4 in this pen should be 2059. 2059. He was born March the 2nd, weighed 1068. These bulls are in pen 6047 in the South Covered Arena. The bulls are available for you to purchase here at the Cattlemen's Congress. They are priced to sell and ready to go. They'll also be offering 60 more bulls during their Walkeroo The Gathering event later on in March. The final bull in this pen is going to be 2018. Was born January the 23rd. He weighed 1099 at check-in. Again, this pen averaged 1066, 3.41 WDA. Average date of birth 2/27. On the Walkeroo Farms pen, Rensselaer, Indiana. This is your Pen of 5 Junior Bull Calves exhibited by Walkeroo Farms, Rensselaer, Indiana. Up next will be our third and final entry here in class number 6, the Pen of 5 Junior Bull Calves. That will be our entry from Paint Valley Farms, Millersburg, Ohio. First bull should be 75K. Born March the 4th, weighs 1048. Average date of birth on this group, February the 16th. Average weight, 1084. WDA, 3.34. Paint Valley Farms, located in Millersburg, Ohio, owned by Lee and Dawn Miller and their family. The Paint Valley cow herd consists of 180 shorthorn cows with a focus on consistency and performance. They host 2 production sales each year, the bull sale in April and a maternal event in December with their sale partners, Byland Farms and Beckler Shorthorns. The most recent sale was the maternal event in December, where they held a record-setting sale on 80 shorthorn females. The upcoming bull sale will be hosted at the farm in the valley on April the 1st, where they will offer 80 performance-tested shorthorn bulls with free delivery anywhere in the U.S. Next bull in this pen should be 12K. 12K. He was born January 27th, weighs 1095. These bulls will all be on display this afternoon in the South Covered Arena. Be sure to stop by the PVF stalls and study these bulls further. While you're out and about this afternoon, make sure to go by the Shorthorn booth over in the Super Barn. Pick up some Shorthorn gear. Also, raffle tickets are available. I'm not sure if he's still around or not, but Ryder Heater has raffle tickets available for purchase here in the arena. So you don't have to walk all the way over there if you want to get in on the gambling action. 41K is the next bull. 41K, born February the 10th, weighs 1037. Also, reminder tonight, 6 o'clock in the Super Barn Sale Arena will be the Summit National Sale. You want to make sure and get there early for plenty of good Shorthorn fellowship and hang around for what will be a spectacular national sale. Lots of great offerings, live animals, genetics. Lots of great offerings will make for a spectacular event tonight here at the Cattlemen's Congress. Next bull will be 50K. 50K. Birthday 2/14/22. Weight of 1064. These bulls' average date of birth, February 16th. Average weight, 1084. WDA 3.34. And then the final bull in this pen will be 72K. 72K will be next. He is a March the 1st, weighed in at 1177. This is the entry from Paint Valley Farms, Millersburg, Ohio. This will be the final entry in this class. Following the exhibition of these bulls, we will bring all 3 pins back for the placings of class number 6 here in the Junior Bull Calves. Following that, we'll select our overall Grand and Reserve Pin of 5 champion bulls here at the 2023 Cattlemen's Congress. Here's the entirety of the Paint Valley Farms Pin of 5. The group average date of birth, February 16th, weight 1084, WDA 3.34. Okay, we'll get situated and get our Class 6 entries back to the ring. Our entry from Jungle Shorthorn Farm, Catherine, North Dakota, will be the first ones to come back. Our second pin comeback will be from Walkeroo Farms, Rensselaer, Indiana. And then our third entry in this pen was from Paint Valley Farms, Millersburg, Ohio. Once again, we'd like to thank our judge for today, Mr. Troy Thomas of Harold, South Dakota. He operates Thomas Ranch with his family. It's a fourth generation ranch where they raise Charolais, Angus, Red Angus, and Simmental cattle. They market 400 bulls annually. Troy's had the privilege to judge shows across the country as well as Mexico and Canada. They have raised and showed national champions in all four breeds that they operate. Folks, give Troy a nice hand for the work he's done for us so far today and the tough job he's got ahead of him here in this bull show.
Well, really a nice class here in your pen of five. I think you got three really excellent groups of five out here, cattle that all three groups, just good individuals, cattle that are sound, functional. They got some testicular development, got some muscle, got some performance data to go with them. Again, a challenging decision out here. I think there's good individuals in all three of these groups. There's probably one in each group that I'd change a little bit, but that's the way it always is. It makes it hard to come up with five bulls that look alike and have this much quality to them. And again, just congratulations to all the exhibitors. I'll just kind of run through them here quick and see if I can make up my mind. But first group here that came in, I think the dark red bulls, cattle you really have to appreciate the durability to them. They're cattle that have some fleshing ability, have some muscle, have some rib and dimension to them. I guess cattle, as you get them back out here and look at them, they're really uniform from right behind us. Cattle again got some base width and got some power to them. They're moderate in terms of their framework. Maybe give up a little bit in terms of performance on paper, but I sure think they're adequate in terms of frame and performance. And if you want to moderate some cows and put some fleshing ability in them, I think there's some individuals in this pen that have a tremendous amount to offer. Second group that came in, maybe a little bigger frame cattle, cattle that you have to appreciate the greenness and the condition of them. They've got some length to them. I really like the extra length in these cattle. They probably give up a little in terms of volume and rib shape and maybe just condition. It depends on either side of them. But again, I think they're high quality individuals. You need to add some frame and some stretch to some cows. I think there's some really good individuals in here that sure can do that. Again, just a high quality group of bulls. Cattle maybe not quite as uniform when you get behind them and just in terms of their overall frame size, but I think cattle that are built a lot alike and sure have a lot of quality to them. Last group of bulls, the older bulls that came in here, really an impressive set. I think you've got, again, bulls that got some rib and some muscle and some power to them. I like their feet. I like their structure. There's a bull in the middle that maybe I would like to change just a little bit, but again, I think there's some awful good individuals, some awful high quality animals in that pen. And bulls, again, when you look at them on paper, they kind of fall in the middle. The middle pen are the ones that excel in terms of growth and on paper, and I think that kind of is an indication of what we've got out here. But again, a challenging class for me to place. I guess congratulations to all the exhibitors. I'm going to go ahead and use these bulls that are the third bulls in will win the class. You guys will be second and you'll be third. Congratulations, three awful good sets.
Congratulations to Paint Valley Farms, Millersburg, Ohio, as our class winners. Second place to Jungle Shorthorn Farm, Catherine, North Dakota. And third to Walkeroo Farms, Rensselaer, Indiana. We'll do a quick reshuffle, bring back our Class 5 winning Pen of 5 to compete for our overall Pen of 5 championship here. Our Class 5 winning entry was from Jungle Shorthorn Farm. And then we have our Class 6 winning entry here from Paint Valley Farm. And still in the ring is also the second place from Jungle Shorthorn Farm. So the bulls that will be on this side of the arena will be your Class 5 winners from Jungle Shorthorn Farm. The middle 5, I don't know what the word is for 5 there. In Class 6 winners, Paint Valley Farms. And then the seconds from Jungle Shorthorn Farm.
Well, as we pick our champion pen of 5, again, I'd just like to compliment the breeders. We only had 4 pins, but 4 really good pins, the 3 that we've got out here and 1 that went back. But again, I think just high quality cattle that breeders all should be proud of. It takes a tremendous amount of work and money and time to get these cattle to this point, and again, just like to commend them all for an outstanding show. I think as we get our 2 class winners back out here, again, sets of bulls that have a lot of uniformity to them. There's probably some differences in the bulls, and again, it's sure not up to me to dictate what you need to add to your herd or what these bulls can offer in terms of breeding program. I think the bulls that won the first class, they talked about them a little bit in their class, even though they were by themselves. Bulls that have some moderation to their framework, bulls that have some natural muscling and some fleshing ability. I think there's a lot of cattle. You go through a winter like we're going through in South Dakota right now, and those are positive traits that we could sure add to a lot of cattle up in that country. But again, a really uniform, really high quality set of bulls that I think have an awful lot of value to them. The bigger bulls, the older bulls that won the second class, again, I think powerful individuals. I think bulls that have some frame and have some performance and have some muscle and some testicular development. A really strong class that they came out of, and again, I like them very much. There's, like I said, there's one bull in there that could be a little bit stouter compared to the other ones in there, but I think a high quality set of bulls that they're sure some outstanding individuals. The bulls, I guess our second place bulls in that last class, a set of bulls that I like very much. The dark red bulls down here on this end, I think a set of bulls that sure have some muscle and some durability to them. Again, I think I have a lot of value. There's some high quality individuals in there that can offer a lot in terms of leaving a set of daughters and building a cow herd around. But Again, congratulations to all the exhibitors. As far as your champions, how many of the bulls right here in the middle will be your champion? These red bulls down on this end will be reserved. Congratulations to everybody.
Congratulations to Paint Valley Farms, Millersburg, Ohio, for exhibiting our champion Pin of 5 Shorthorn bulls. The reserve champion was the second in that class, exhibited by Jungle Shorthorn Farm, Catherine, North Dakota. We'll take a quick break, reshuffle, give our exhibitors a chance to get their pins of 3 ready, and we'll come back with a very competitive pin of 3 show here in just a few minutes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here in just a moment, we will start with our Pen of 3 Shorthorn Bull show. Our first class in that show is going to be the Spring Bull Calves, the March 1 or later group. We have one entry in that class, one entry in class number 7. That entry will come to us from Jungle Shorthorn Farms, Catherine, North Dakota. First bull in the pen is 125K. Average date of birth on this pen is March the 12th. Average weight 1122. WDA 3.73. This is 125K. From Jungle Shorthorn Farm, owned by Derek and Brock Jungles in Catherine, North Dakota. Family's been in the Shorthorn business since 1953. They hold their annual bull sale, Durham's in the Dakotas. It'll be on January the 28th. There'll be 100 Shorthorn and Shorthorn Plus bulls offered in that event. The herd is focused on calving ease, low maintenance, easy fleshing cattle that can work in a variety of environments. The next bull in the pen will be 126K. 126K. He is born March the 12th, weight 1128. Average age of this pen is March the 12th, as they were all born March the 12th. Weigh 1122, WDA 3.73. This afternoon, after the conclusion of the show, these bulls will be on display in the JSF pens there in the South Covered Arena. And the final bull in this pen is 123K. 123K, birth date 3/12, weight of 1167. This trio is the only entry in class number 7. They will be our automatic class winners of the Spring Bull Calf Division here at the Cattlemen's Congress. This is the Spring Bull Calf group from Jungle Shorthorn Farms, Catherine, North Dakota. These bulls will be on display this afternoon in the South Covered Arena. Catalogs will be available. Lot tags are in the bulls' ears for the simplicity of your study of these bulls in the barn.
Well, just a single entry here in our first class of the Pen of Three show, but I think we really got three high-quality individuals out here in this first class, first group. Bulls that sure have some weight per day of age and have some performance, have some testicular development. If you kind of study the paperwork, they're definitely Cavanese cattle, minus birth weight, 14 CED, but yet still have some performance. And to me, have a lot of quality to them. Again, just a really nice pen here to represent our first class. Congratulations.
Congratulations to Jungle Shorthorn Farm, Catherine, North Dakota, and this group of three winning class number 7. Class number 8 is next, the Junior Bull Calves. We will have 5 entries in this class number 8. The first coming to us from Paint Valley Farms, Millersburg, Ohio. 117K will be the leadoff bull. Average age of this pen, average date of birth of March the 9th. As we classify off the oldest bull in the pen, they will show as Junior Bull Calves. Average weight, 980. Paint Valley Farm, Millersburg, Ohio, is owned by Lee and Dawn Miller and their family. The cow herd consists of 180 shorthorn cows with a focus on consistency and performance. They host 2 sales each year alongside sale partners Byland Shorthorns and Beckler Shorthorns. The bulls you see here in OKC will be for sale April the 1st at the bull sale on the farm in Millersburg. 52K should be the next bull, 52K. He was born February the 14th and weighs 1035. The bull sale will be on April the 1st. They're in Millersburg. The sale partners will offer 80 performance-tested shorthorn bulls with free delivery anywhere in the United States. The final bull in this pen is 115K, 115K. He is a March the 20th, weighed in at 1012, 1012. This is our first pen in class number 8, Paint Valley Farms, Millersburg, Ohio. These bulls will be on display this afternoon in the South Covered Arena in the PVF stalls. Be sure to drop by and visit with Lee and the crew about these bulls and the others that they'll have offered on April the 1st at the bull sale. Our next entry in this class, number 8, comes to us from Gilman Shorthorns of Stewart, Iowa. The first bull in this pen is 131K. He was born April the 2nd, weighs 1,005. Average date of birth of this group is March the 8th. Average weight, 1033. Average WDA, 3.4. Gilman Shorthorns have been breeding practical, commercial-minded Shorthorn steed stock for 4 generations. They run 150 head cow-calf operation right off Interstate 80 in southwest Iowa, consisting of 100 Shorthorn cows and 50 Shorthorn-based commercial cows. They retain ownership on all their steers and collect carcass data. They have an annual female sale in October and an annual bull sale the last Saturday in February with their sale partners at Studer Shorthorns. Our next bull will be 31K. 31K. It is a birth date of 2/15/22 and weighed 1042. He and all the other bulls in the Gilman pen will be offered the last Saturday in February at their annual bull sale. Sale will be held in Anita, Iowa. The final bull in this pen is 78K. 78K. He is on March the 4th and weighs 1052. These bulls will be on display this afternoon after the show. Stop by that south covered arena and check out this consignment. It will be for sale the last Saturday in February from the Gilman family. This is our second entry here in class number 8, Junior Bull Calves, exhibited by Gilman Shorthorns of Stewart, Iowa. The third pin in this class is another entry from Gilman Shorthorns of Stewart, Iowa. Leadoff bull in this pin is 6K. The pin average date of birth is February 11th. Average weight 1129. Average WDA of 3.42. 6K was born February the 1st. Weighs 1,200 pounds. The next bull in this pin will be 50K. 50K. He was born February the 23rd. Weighs 1086. This bull is lot number 3 in tonight's summit sale. He will be offered as lot number 3 in the summit sale tonight at 6 o'clock over in the Super Barn. He'll be on display this afternoon and then again over at the sale this evening. This is the second pin from Gilman Shorthorns, Stewart, Iowa. The remainder of the bulls in their pin will be selling the last Saturday in February in their annual bull sale held with Studer Shorthorns. But this fellow will sell tonight as lot number 3 in the summit sale. The final bull in this pin will be 27K. 27K. It is a birthday of February the 10th, weighed in at 1,100 pounds. Once again, this is the second pin of 3 entry from Gilman Shorthorns of Stewart, Iowa. Here in class number 8, the Junior Bull Calves. The next entry here in class number 8, the junior bull calves, will be our fourth pin exhibited. Will come to us from Wise Shorthorns, Bethany, Illinois. The first bull you'll see should be W215. Wise Shorthorns of Bethany, Illinois is a fourth-generation grain and livestock farm located on the flat, black, fertile prairie of central Illinois. The ranch is currently operated by John and Connie along with their two sons, Curtis and Wes, and their families. It was founded in 1946 by Edgar Wise and his two eldest sons. The operation evolved to incorporate youngest son, John, and Lyle's family under the farm name 5W in the late 50s and early 60s. This time, the family moved to its present locations of Bethany and Osanee, Illinois, where the farming and ranching operations are separated. Cow herd is maintained 60 miles south of the farming enterprise and left to forage on fescue 10 months out of the year. Each January, the cows are moved home for calving and returned to graze 60 to 75 days later. With only 25 brood cows in production, strict culling through the use of genomics and performance data is mandatory. All superior male offspring are marketed as bulls privately off the farm each spring, while their steer counterparts are used in a county catch-a-calf program. These steers have been selected for their phenotypic uniformity, excellent ADG, and superior docility. Second bull in this group will be W201. W201 is born January the 5th, weighs 1065. The pin average date of birth is January 25th with a 1042 average weight of 3.01 ADG. Although the main focus of the ranch is the sale of bulls and male offspring, the female side is just as important. Each fall, 10 to 15 cows and bred heifers are sold privately all across the United States, where they have proven to adapt and thrive in various climates and environments. Currently, the fourth generation at Wise Shorthorns is going strong, and no doubt will be developing this great breed of cattle for another 75 years. This is the first time the Wises have brought a pen of cattle here to the Cattlemen's Congress. We're excited to have them part of the show this year. The third and final bull in their pen is W211. W211. Born February the 1st, weighs 1082. These bulls are all on display back in the barn after the show concludes. They're all for sale private treaty. So visit with Wes and Curtis and study these bulls back in the barn after the conclusion of the show. All back together is our fourth entry here in class number 8, the pen of 3 from Wise Shorthorns of Bethany, Illinois. Our final entered pin here in class number 8 will come to us from Walkeroo Farms, Rensselaer, Indiana. First bull should be 2005. 2005. He was born January 16th, weighs 1138. The pin average date of birth, January 24th. Average weight, 1140. Average WDA of 3.28. Walkeroo Farms, Rensselaer, Indiana. These bulls will be priced to sell this afternoon. Make sure you head back to the barns to their pen for their annual yard party featuring calf fries, chili, and refreshments. These bulls will be available private treaty, price for you to take home here from Oklahoma City. Our next bull is 2026. 2026. This bull was born February the 10th, weighs 1163. Walkeroo will be hosting the Gathering 2023 in March, where they will have 60 bulls and 50 females available for purchase. Our final bull in this pen will be 2006, 2006. He is January the 16th, weighs 1118. Pin average is January the 24th, weight 1140, WDA 3.28. Following this class, or this pin, we will bring back all 5 of our entries to this class for our placings here in class number 8, the Pen of 3 Junior Bull Calves. If you make your way over to the Super Barn later this afternoon, be sure and stop by that Shorthorn booth. Got all kinds of Shorthorn swag available for purchase, including the commemorative 150th anniversary book, and still a handful of those special C.J. Brown prints available for purchase if you haven't already gotten your hands on one of those. You can also purchase 50/50 raffle tickets. The raffle will be going on through Junior Nationals. $20 a ticket, 50% of the pot comes back to the winner. The other 50% goes to the Shorthorn Youth Development Fund to help put on the National Junior Shorthorn Show. This is the pin from Walkeroo Shorthorns, Rensselaer, Indiana. As Toby and team get their bulls situated on this end, we will ask the other entries in this class to make their way back to the arena. The first entry in class number 8 was exhibited by Paint Valley Farms, Millersburg, Ohio. Second Pen of 3 entry in this class was exhibited by Gilman Shorthorns, Stewart, Iowa. The next pin was also exhibited by Gilman Shorthorns of Stewart, Iowa. Our fourth pin to enter the arena, Wise Shorthorns, Bethany, Illinois. And then the fifth pin exhibited in this class was Walkeroo Farms, Rensselaer, Indiana. This is Class 8 Junior Bull Calves. Being evaluated by our judge for today, Mr. Troy Thomas of Harold, South Dakota. Operates Thomas Ranch, 4th generation. Angus, Charolais, Red Angus, and Simmental operation. They sell 400 bulls annually there at Thomas Ranch. We're certainly pleased to have Troy with us today, and right now he's got a ring full of good bulls to sort through. So if you would, please show Troy some appreciation for making the trip down to OKC to be with us today. Following this class, we have one entry in class number 9, the Pen of 3 Senior Bull Calves. We'll have one entry in class number 9, the Senior Bull Calves, following the placing of these Junior Bull Calves.
Well, another really outstanding class here in your Shorthorn show. Just a lot of quality again from top to bottom. We got a ring full of bulls out here and a ring full of good bulls. And kind of interesting when you start comparing some of the data and looking at the bulls and trying to figure out uniformity and quality. And again, just congratulations to the exhibitors and breeders. Really a nice group here to work through. We'll just run through them here quick. Youngest pen that came in here first, probably a little more moderate in terms of their frame, but I think some high quality individuals. I really like their muscle shape, and I like the structure of these bulls. They've got some rib and got some softness. Bulls that get out and handle themselves real good when you put them out on the move. Again, a little disadvantage being the youngest group out here, but I think bulls that have got a lot of quality. You look at the paperwork and bulls that have as much weaning and yearling growth as any group out here, and just a nice uniform pen. Second group that came in, another nice set of bulls. I think, again, a lot of quality. I think maybe that middle bull, he's a little older and probably the weakest link in there. Maybe I'd like to spread him out, give him a little more performance when you compare him, his age compared to those other two, but uniform set of bulls, again, I think got some quality, got some structure to them. Again, just another nice set. We get into this third pen here, and I guess usually I've showed enough pens. Normally, I've always got my weakest link in the middle, and if that's the case, then these guys win, because that bull in the middle I think is really good. That roan bull, he's got a tremendous amount of quality. That whole pen has a lot of quality to him, but I guess that roan bull, I think he hit me pretty hard when he came out here. Again, a set of bulls that got some weight per day of age, big testicle bulls, bulls that read good in terms of paper, combine some calving knees with some performance, and again, just a lot of quality. This next pen of bulls, that first bull come in, and I love that bull. Really stuck out to me, and then they brought the white bull in, and I'm kind of like, I'd like to spring him apart a little bit, make him a little bit better on his hind legs. But again, I think that's a pen of bulls that sure have some performance and have some quality to them. Maybe they don't exhibit quite as much in terms of paperwork as far as performance, but there's some cavities in those cattle, and I sure think some quality. I think the bulls that came in that last group, one thing that kind of stuck out on them, if you look at their IMF numbers, those are bulls that scanned really good. And for as lean as they are and as long as they are and to have some carcass quality, I think that's a big plus. The bulls that could sure add some length and some performance to a set of calves, and I think have a lot of value to them. But again, this has been fun. It's been an interesting group to look through. Big class with a lot of quality. We'll try to pull them out here just so everybody can look at them again, just kind of in the order we placed them. But number one will be right here in the middle. Middle bull wins, so that's how they end up.
Congratulations to our class winner here in class number 8, Gilman Shorthorns. The pin of 6K, 50K, and 27K is the class winner. Paint Valley Farms placed second. Wise Shorthorns third. The other Gilman Shorthorn entry places fourth. And Walkeroo Shorthorns place fifth. As we move on from this class, we've got one more pin of three to evaluate in our senior bull calf division. And following that senior bull calf group, we will come back for overall champion pin of three Shorthorn bulls. The senior bull calf pin of three will be exhibited by Kaler's Homedale Farm of St. Charles, Minnesota. The first bull that we'll see in this group will be number 1160. 1160. He was born November 21st, 21. Weighs 1346. November 11th is the average date of birth. 1264 the average weight. And a WDA of 3.0. Kaler's Homedale Farm is owned by the Frank Kaler family there in St. Charles, Minnesota. We've raised registered Shorthorns since 1917. If you know Frank at all, you know every day is sale day at Homedale Farms. Privately market 160 purebred Shorthorn, Simmental, and Angus bulls throughout the year. Seed stock and commercial cattlemen throughout the country and Canada. Their pen is located in the center back of the pen arena. They look forward to visiting with you after the conclusion of the show. So this is bull 1160. $11.72 is the next bull. He was born 11/21 and weighs 1060. These bulls will be available private treaty back in the barn. So be sure to go visit with Frank and the crew. Check out these bulls and the others that they have in their pen from Kaler's Homedale Farm. And then the third bull is 1153. He was born October the 24th and weighs 1385. Average weight of this pen, 1264, WDA 3.00. This is bull 1153. Brings back the entirety of this pen from Kaler's Homedale Farm, St. Charles, Minnesota. Our only entry in the senior bull calf group. And congratulations to them on that exhibition. Following this class, we'll bring back all our class winners to compete for the overall Pen of Three Championship.
Well, just a single entry here in these senior bull calves, but really a nice pen of bulls here to represent this class when we bring them back out for our champion. I think we got two bulls in here that are really outstanding individuals, bulls that got some length and some performance, bulls that sure combine it with some muscle and some bone and just a really sound, functional kind of a package. Third bull in the middle, he gives up a little just in terms of weight per day of age and performance and muscle. Probably a little greener in terms of his kind, but I think still a good quality bull. Bull that's got some length and got some bone and got some muscle to him. Just not the power we see in those other two bulls. But nice group here to represent this class in our championship lineup.
Champion Senior Bull Calf Pin of 3 from Kaler's Homedale Farm, St. Charles, Minnesota. As the crew gets those bulls caught, we'll invite our other class winners back into the arena. From our first class, the Spring Bull Calves, Jungle Shorthorn Farm, Catherine, North Dakota. The Class 8 Junior Bull Calf champion from Gilman Shorthorns, Stewart, Iowa. Also entering the ring is the second place Junior Bull Calf group from Paint Valley Farms, Millersburg, Ohio. And then we will have the Senior Bull Calves from Kaler's Homedale Farm of St. Charles, Minnesota. And as these bulls enter the ring, this is your champion lineup here at the National Pin of 3 Shorthorn Bull Show. If you would, one last time before we conclude our day here in the show ring, give all our exhibitors a nice hand for an outstanding set of bulls that we've seen here today. We once again want to thank Mr. Troy Thomas of Harold, South Dakota for his work evaluating our show. Thank our junior board and staff and volunteers for helping us put this show on. Be sure to head over to that South Covered Arena for a little while, visit with all these breeders about their bulls. And don't forget the summit sale tonight, 6 o'clock in the Super Barn Sale Arena. We'll have social time before we have an outstanding National Shorthorn sale tonight, 6 o'clock, the summit sale.
Well, as we get these pen of threes back out here to pick our champion, four just outstanding pens. Before we go any farther, if you would, just give them a round of applause for a great show today. It's been a privilege for me to come down. It's always fun to go evaluate good cattle, and I definitely had an opportunity to do that today. Probably a few more numbers than I anticipated when they asked me to come down here, and I guess I'll be the first to admit a lot more quality than I really expected. I think we've got cattle that are out here that are really functional as far as bulls that will work in the commercial world, but they're bulls that have enough look and enough style that can sire some of these show heifers that have made your breed a lot of success. We've had, and we've got that kind of quality out here. But you start studying the numbers on the cattle and the performance on the cattle, and I guess we put all that into consideration. To me, this is what is a little more real world when we get back out here and start studying these cattle. And there's always things you can pick and change, and I don't know if any of us have ever raised a perfect one. There's always little things we'd like to change, and you start putting together pens of three. It's always easy to find two, but that third one is always a challenge. And again, it's been a lot of fun for me. Thank you to the Congress for letting me be part of it, and the Shorthorn Association. And again, it's just been a lot of fun. I think we get these class winners back out here and start studying them. All three pens that have a lot of value, have things to offer in terms of breeding programs. We'll just go through them here a little bit quick. We had a couple single entry classes and one big class in here, but the bulls that won that first class, the youngest ones out here, but the ones that definitely have a lot of performance. They excel in terms of WDA. They're bulls that have some natural performance to them. They have an advantage in WDA with being the younger pen out here, but these bulls have got some true performance, and I think you get them back out here and look at their age compared to the other ones out here. You have to appreciate the performance in these cattle. You study the paperwork. They're low birth weight, Cavanese type cattle that still combine some muscle and some depth of rib and some durability to them. I guess I think a lot of things that you have to admire, especially you start trying to inject some of that stuff into a breeding program and build some numbers and build some quality into your cow herd. There's sure some things that offer. The bulls that won that second class, that big class, I guess a set of bulls that I think have a tremendous amount of quality from an eye appeal standpoint. Bulls, again, that have some muscle and some rib and some softness and depth of body to them, but yet still have a tremendous amount of look to them. I guess I commented in the class about that roan bull that's stuck in the middle, and as I said, that's usually where you try to hide one. You sure don't need to hide that one. But again, really a nice set of bulls that sure have a lot of quality to them. Bulls, you study them on paper, definitely have some weight per day of age. They're big scrotal bulls. Again, just really complete kind of a pen. The senior bulls that came out here, as they get older, they get harder to make look the same. I think we got two really good bulls in here. We've got one that I could sure stouten up a little bit when you compare to the other ones. But again, I think cattle that have a lot of quality to them sure have some natural performance and some length to them. Maybe give up just a little bit in terms of growth EPDs, but obviously cattle that have plenty of growth and plenty of performance. But again, it's been a lot of fun. Congratulations to all the exhibitors. For today, your pen right here in the middle will be your champion. I'm going to use the young bulls will be reserved. Congratulations.
Our champion pen of three bulls is exhibited by Gilman Shorthorns of Stewart, Iowa, and the reserve grand champion pen, Jungle Shorthorn Farms of Catherine, North Dakota. Congratulations to all our exhibitors here today.